Hello, I realised that the last time I spoke to you it was snowing. It's now miserable and grey, looks like Silent Hill out there. And no, the snow did not settle. It was very pretty. I will give it. It was very pretty for like an hour and then it all just blew. Although, on the positive side, we didn't get the slush. We tend to get this like awful grey slush at the end of snow. And we didn't get that. It just faded away. There wasn't enough of it, I don't think. Yeah, what's been going on? So I did an acting class last night. I did a drop-in. I didn't sign up. So last time I did like a term of it. And it's once a week, once a week, 3 hours. I'm like, how much do I give away? It's not that I'm thinking you're stalkers, but you've got to be careful what you give away on the internet. I don't want stalkers. So yeah, it's a really good class. It's semi-chill, but it's also held to a professional standard, which I really like. I think it's similar to the dance class. I'm like, this is the level I like. Now you may be asking, Rachel, you have a degree in acting. What are you doing in a semi-casual class? Shouldn't you be going to like casting director classes and everything? Well, folks, I think I was talking to one of the other students about this on the train home because she was just like, do you think you've got like a benefit because you've done actual training? And I was like, honestly, I think it's a hindrance because I'm so bogged down by technique. I think before I went and trained in it, I was so, it sounds funky, but like it just came from the heart. Like, yeah, I didn't necessarily have like the skills to portray it, but I could feel it. And now I feel like it's the opposite. I feel like I've got all this technique, I've got tempo rhythm, I've got, not that I really use animals very often, but you know, animals and for actions and objectives and tactics, and I've got all of this technique, but actually I struggle to connect emotionally now because I'm so I was gonna say cognizant. I'm so cerebral about it, basically. It's so in my head, and half of acting is like getting out of your head. So that's what I'm trying to lose, but you know, that's what class is for. We're going to improve. I'm going to keep doing self-tapes and work on myself, just freeing myself up. It's definitely like it's almost like I feel like I have something to prove. So, you know, I by no means do I think I'm a bad actor, but I definitely look back at stuff and go, oh, that did not read. That did not read. So yeah, feeling good to be back in class. You should always be improving and everything. It's just a money thing. But that's why I think the drop-ins are okay, because I don't ever really know what my schedule is and I never really know what my income is. So it's quite good to just be like, hey, do you have any spaces this day? Okay, sweet, I'll see you then. Go. And it's good as well because I have a lot more confidence in my theatre acting than I do my screen acting. And to be fair, that has always been the case, but I think screen acting, it's not the whole like, oh, you can't lie on screen. Like, you can't really lie in theatre. Well, you can, but it's I think the technique comes more from theatre. And I even catch myself, like we were doing a scene last night that was across a dinner table, so it's screen acting, but I found myself doing theatre craft. I was purposely doing a lot of the scene like this, facing out to the camera, so that I was like playing to the camera, and it's just a habit. It's because I'm like, right, well, my audience is there, so everything I do, I'm going to use this hand for everything, and it's all going to be out. And it's just simple things like that, again, like they kind of build up and actually I think become a hindrance when you start doing screen. So yeah, we live and learn. That's what class is for. I keep repeating. So today I'm going to do some prep for a cruise audition that I've got coming up. I want to feel really solid in my songs. This is going to be the first time I'm going in with these songs specifically. And this is not one of the ones that has sent me songs. Now, if you've listened to some of my other videos, you'll know that this is my least favourite part of auditions, choosing the song, because I just go back and forth about the songs all the time. And I always think I've made the worst choice in history. And so we're going to go in, we're going to see how these go. And my thought process is, well, this is an open one. I have invites later this month and then also into February. So I'm like, well, if I go to the open and they see, I don't know, sometimes they don't even see you. If they see like 16 bars and they're like, yeah, that's good enough, we'd like to see you again, then it's probably a good choice. Do you know what I mean? So that's my theory. This is almost like a test. I actually, fun fact, cannot take a cruise unless they offer it past August, really, for reasons that will become apparent another time. But I still want to go because I know that they hold you on the books, and I also just, like I said, I want to get back into auditioning. I feel so out of practice with it. I'm out of practice with everything, guys. I'm out of practice with singing, acting. Like, obviously, we did a little bit in China. We were putting on like little basement productions, but I think improv acting is very different to scripted acting, whether that's stage or screen. So it's been interesting coming back and actually seeing those skills have deteriorated. But it's fine. It's fine. I'm feeling positive, and I'm going to keep training and working, and I just love being in class, and I love being around other people that are just kind of there because they love it. Like, again, I was talking to this other girl, she's very new to the industry, and it's not like, don't get me wrong, I'm not like Gandalf, like some sage, like, well, when you've been doing it as long as I have, but I do kind of feel like I have experience at this point, which is a really weird thing to grapple with. And I think I find it as well with my students when they come in and I'm like, I've been there, I have the tools, I can fix this. So that's nice. I like passing on. Like, don't get me wrong, I am kind of annoyingly good at being a teacher. I've been told this many a time that I'm actually a very good teacher. The problem is I don't want to teach. I like doing classes every now and then. I like passing down knowledge, but in a very casual way. I don't think I could teach full time. I think it would suck the life and joy out of me. I think part of what makes me a good teacher is that I'm still in the industry and I still have such a passion and a love for everything about it, as much as I also hate the industry. That's the crux. But yeah, to go back, so I was saying to this girl, like, sometimes you go to auditions and you look around at the people and you go, why are you still doing this? They're so jaded, they're so embittered by it. And I'm just, like, obviously I have frustrations with the industry, of course I do. And definitely certain auditions, the way they're run, you're like, oh my God, like, you've got to be joking. Especially things like open calls, like, they need some regulation. But still, I'm like, if you're that miserable, like, are you getting any joy out of this? Because if not, I think you should just go. Clear the space for someone else, honestly. But it's hard. I get it. And I, as you've seen, will have down moments during it and moments where I go, why am I doing this? This is terrible. But the difference is that I feel like I can always see that it is a temporary state. And, you know, some states are longer than others, but eventually I'm like, nah, it is worth it. Like, I don't know, 6 months of employment for 2 minutes on stage, I'll take it. But I feel like for these people, when you talk to them, there's just no light behind the eyes. And I'm like, I think you should get out for your sake and for everybody else's. Like, you're not enjoying this. You don't enjoy the grind. You don't enjoy the win. Like, would you even take the job if it was offered? Yeah, that's my thought. Plus, I'd like to clear up as well. When I say I can't take a cruise if they offered until past August, I would absolutely take it if it was offered past August. And for those that don't know, that it's not common, but they will normally hold you on the books for like 6 to 8 months. So that's my hope, is that in the audition they will ask, what is your availability? And I will say past August, and they'll go, fantastic, we've got a ship going in September. And I'll go, sign me up. That's the hope. Probably won't get that far, but again, that's the game we play. And isn't it exciting? Isn't it exciting to not know? That's where I'm at. Right, I'm gonna go and work on these songs. Have a good day. I need to blow my nose. I'm very sinusy today. This is why I don't go outside. Honestly, I feel like I spend one day in a crowd and I'm sick. Anyway, bye.